Today, we're putting ChatGPT and MiniMax against each other to see who can make the best Minecraft ESP and aimbot client in 1 hour. And to make this challenge even harder, the AIs are going to have to make this client on the latest version of Minecraft, 26.2. I'm gonna start out with MiniMax's M code, but instead of just telling MiniMax to make the client off rip, I'm going to first do something a lot of AIs do poorly: research. M code has a feature called built-in browser, and it allows MiniMax to read Fabric's entire codebase and documentation. And with this, we can just feed it the latest version so it doesn't use outdated information, and this will prevent a lot of the common errors. Now that MiniMax has researched everything, it's now time for the interesting part. I first told it to create the prompt for the client, just so it understands the task better. But this prompt is different than most because it utilizes Agent Team, which assigns different tasks to different agents. So one agent will write the entire ESP, one will write the aimbot, and one will write the highlighting for the ESP, and so on. And to get the best possible result, we're going to use the goal feature where MiniMax will continue working until it creates a fully functional client.
So we're going to tell it to use the agent team, also work until the client successfully works. But before we do that, let's keep a track on our timer. So everything, the prompting and the researching all took around 19 minutes, which is pretty good. MiniMax will have about 40 minutes to complete the rest of the task.
But that's not the coolest thing, because MiniMax will make sure everything works with its verifier feature. It gets fresh context and tries to break what the other agents built and verifies on top of that. And while all of this is running, I can even monitor the agents directly on my phone and work on ChatGPT's client. But if MiniMax sounds interesting to you, make sure to use the link below for 12% off. Now we're gonna use Sol 5.6, and I'm just gonna have it make the prompts.
Create a Minecraft.
It took around 1 second for the prompts, and after comparing it to MiniMax's, it made me wonder if any of these clients would be undetected. But we'll have to wait until both AIs are finished to find out. So we're gonna start this, and we're gonna start the ChatGPT timer. And as you guys can see right over here, there's 35 minutes remaining for MiniMax. So we have the main chat menu right here. We're still waiting on the Explore and Verifier. Now, while waiting for MiniMax, ChatGPT actually finished the client in just 15 minutes, which definitely isn't a good sign. Alright, so ChatGPT has finished 13 minutes into the 1 hour, which is honestly pretty impressive. And you can see the keybinds, which are F6 to highlight, F7 for aim assist, and F8 for auto attack, and O for the settings. Now we still need to wait for MiniMax to finish everything. However, a little after, MiniMax finished the client and it ended up using up the entire hour. But we now have both clients.
This first one is MiniMax's mod, and the second one is ChatGPT's mod. MiniMax's mod is slightly bigger by just 1 kilobyte.
Let's see which one has the better ESP and aimbot though. We're gonna first test MiniMax. I went into a single player world, spawned in a bunch of mobs, and activated the client. Alright, so we're gonna first start off with MiniMax's client. So if you just press H, that will activate entity outlines. And as you guys can see, every entity here is undead and they have an outline. Now, I don't think it works for entities that are not undead. Yeah, this villager, he's not getting outlined for some reason. That's a little unfortunate. Now, I believe J is auto aim. Yeah, and you guys can see auto aim is activating right there. But you're probably wondering, where is auto attack? Well, when I press K, I activate auto attack, which is pretty much aimbot. It even factors in the cooldown for the sword. I don't actually know if it factors in other items. Interesting. Auto aim and auto attack only work on undead mobs. It doesn't work on creatures that are passive. Ooh, it seems like it doesn't work properly for the spear. Like, as you guys can see in the middle, the cooldown is resetting, but nothing is happening. Okay, so an axe works perfectly fine. It didn't work. Oh. Okay, what else do we have? Now let's move on to ChatGPT. Now I already have ChatGPT's client in. Yeah, so these are the keybinds for ChatGPT's client. So if you press button 4, it opens up this little menu. And as you guys can see, I had highlighting on before, but if I turn it on and off, nothing is happening. If I spawn a villager, yeah, it's still not getting highlighted. I can turn it off, yet nothing is happening. I do believe everything else works. Let's try aim assist. So aim assist is tracking this villager. Now this is flickering my screen a lot. Okay, F6. F6 to highlight, yeah, that's not working. F8 will auto attack. So it works pretty well. Oh, I even got kicked. What? That's really weird. I didn't get kicked for MiniMax. I got kicked again.
I even went on an anti-cheat server to compare both clients to see if they were undetected. I tried MiniMax's ESP and aimbot, and it didn't work, but that's simply because it was made purely for single player. But ChatGPT clearly didn't care about that because their cheats actually worked. But it becomes pretty obvious that spending 15 minutes was not worth it.
Let's try ChatGPT's client. Oh, a lot of stuff are getting flagged. Holy, I didn't even enable aim assist. Yeah, so I think all of the anti-cheats have flagged, and it says on the screen, Vulcan would have banned me from the game. This is very blatant.
ChatGPT's client was detected by several anti-cheats, even the vanilla one, and that didn't happen for MiniMax, so it definitely was doing something right. The ESP and aimbot for both clients were pretty similar, except that MiniMax actually rendered outlines, while ChatGPT didn't, which crowns MiniMax as the better client. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to check out MiniMax's new model M3 and use my code for 12% off, and subscribe if I should do this again.